anyone who wants to learn how to make this bread. It's a delicious sweet potato bread, and I made it in the Arabic style. Clearly, this can be spread with any dip or sauce. It tastes great. MashaAllah, just look, super smooth. And here to the frying pan. If you follow it step by step, you're going to love it. Yalla. Incredibly fluffy, delicious, and soft. You can fill it here with a bit of savory meat, shawarma, chicken shawarma, a bit of salad, and garlic sauce. And it turns out to be really wonderful. It's just absolutely super, super soft. Do you see? Assalamu alaikum. Yes, we're going to make this potato bread just as everyone has requested. It's soft and extremely easy to make. So this is the procedure, just very few ingredients, and the process step by step. If you follow along, you're going to make it. Delicious. And hold on. First, listen to this phrase from our tradition, from a great sage named Imam Al-Ghazali, who says, "To achieve what you love, you must first have patience with what you dislike." A profound phrase for all of humanity. So let's get started with this sweet potato bread. The main thing we're going to prepare is the potato. Here in Jordan, we have this type of potato, which is delicious. It's one of the long ones, but you already know how to make a good mash. So we start by peeling it, and we're going to cook the potato. And we add the potato to the water in a small pot. And here's a nice little bonus. We're going to add these 3 garlic cloves so they cook with the potato, because I want to add this cooked garlic to the dough and give this bread a delicious garlic aroma. So we simply add 3 cloves of fresh garlic and let everything cook together. Now let's move on to the yeast process. Here we've got some nice warm milk, okay? We're going to add 200 milliliters. We're going to add the yeast. Now we're going to add 1 full tablespoon of yeast plus 1 tablespoon of white sugar to properly activate the yeast. Perfect. That is 1 tablespoon of yeast and 1 tablespoon of sugar. And we mix very well. Let's use a mixer so everything gets beaten really well and there are no lumps left on top. Let the yeast mixture sit somewhere cool to activate. I'm going to use all-purpose wheat flour. And what I'm going to use is 4 cups. Exactly like the ones you see here. They're about the size of my hand, just so you know. So let's sift the flour from the 4 cups. You'll find the quantities and proportions in the description. All right, here we already have the potato. It's cooked enough. Let's drain the liquids. It was cooked together with the garlic. We add the potato here and we start mashing the potatoes. Remember that here we're processing the 3 cloves of garlic with the potato and a small teaspoon of salt. And we mix the mashed potato. It's remarkably smooth, just as it should be. And now it is ready to be incorporated. With the flour, the yeast has been activated. As you can see right here, the bubbles are floating on the top. We're going to add the milk. Gradually and slowly, we're going to mix everything together, just as it should be, carefully incorporating all of the flour as we go. And then we will add 2 tablespoons of oil. Using extra virgin olive oil from my homeland gives this dough a really authentic flavor, makes the texture silky smooth, and adds a truly delightful aroma. So we incorporate all the ingredients together, and when you see that it is becoming increasingly difficult to continue with the spoon, that is the precise moment when we start using our hands. We place the dough onto the table and knead it thoroughly until it reaches the perfect consistency for baking. You'll notice that the dough is a bit sticky, obviously because of the mashed potato, but there is no need to worry about that. You can't imagine the incredible flavor. Continue to knead everything together really well. Look at how it's turning out. And honestly, it feels very soft. You will really start to feel the texture change when you do this process, and now we are going to let it rest for about 2 hours. The longer it rests, the better it will be. Let it rise until it fully doubles in size as it should. And then we can finally start the next process for this homemade potato bread. Make sure to cover it very well. It's clearly doubled in size now, and it's exactly how I wanted it to look. Perfect. Now, let's sprinkle some flour on the table. Knead the dough until it is ready, which turned out absolutely perfect, super soft and smooth. You really can't imagine just how incredibly soft this dough is. It's really, truly soft to the touch. We're going to split this piece in half. This one. And then we do the same for the other one. We also divide each half into 4 equal parts, remove the dough, and divide it into 4 parts as well. Perfect. 1, 2, 3, and 4, which gives us a total of 8 pieces in total. Add a little flour, We're going to let the dough balls rest for about 10 minutes, cover them, and now we quickly shape them into balls. It's very easy. Keep them separated because as we let them rest, they tend to rise more. Remember that in baking, you need to have a lot of patience and let the dough rest. Here, we're going to let it rest for about 5 to 7 minutes, which is perfect before shaping them. We let them rest and then start shaping them. Take them out one by one. And clearly the important thing and the tip for the dough is not to handle it too much. Ready? Just flatten it a little like this, since it's soft. Another one like this. We flatten it as little as possible, like this. You can also do it this way to make a circular shape. And be careful not to press too hard, apply only gentle pressure, and you'll see. Now, turn the heat up to medium-high and wait until you feel the pan getting hot. Once the surface is very hot and ready, we start similarly and add the dough. As soon as you see that it's bubbling, like you can see here, we're going to flip it over. And this is the point where you should add a little bit more oil and flip it over once again so it gradually gets a nice, beautiful golden brown color, just the way you like it to look. Ready? Let's flip it over. Perfect, the first bread. This is absolutely delicious with just a tiny bit of oil. A little oil here too. Just look at this beauty. This homemade potato bread is turning out great, so let's just put it right here with the others. Just look at how incredibly good this bread looks. It is very fluffy, delicious, and so soft. You can easily fill it up here with a bit of meat, maybe some shawarma, chicken shawarma, a bit of fresh salad, and some garlic sauce. And it always turns out really well. It's just super, super soft. So this is the bread that you all are going to make. My delivery box has finally arrived here today, and I think I already know exactly what is inside of it. Right here is my book. This is my very own personal recipe book of traditional Arabic dips and savory sauces. So just take a moment to imagine this warm, fresh bread paired with these incredible sauces. It is going to be so delicious, especially this rich and creamy yogurt sauce that is mixed with fresh herbs. I'm very happy, and here are, let's say, some bonus recipes, which are like different types of dough. Turkish skillet bread, Arabic bread, naan bread. Look at this deliciousness. That's amazing, the Arabic dips. I'm very happy it even arrived here in Jordan, which is super far away, and a little thank you. It'll be hard for it not to reach anywhere in the world much faster, so go get the books now. Soft and fluffy bread, just look at it. Look at how delicious it is. Really taste the potato and the garlic, can't you? Make it and you'll see. I insist on this recipe. Hit the bell and share. Share so we can reach many more people.
Yallah.